Tonight, a 4 in Your Corner investigation digging deeper into sexual assault allegations involving healthcare workers.
Cape Coral Hospital nurse Giovanni Echeverria was fired in February after a patient accused him of sexual assault. But we found at least one other patient who says Echeverria assaulted her too. 4 in Your Corner investigator Stephanie Tinoco has her story and asks why the state isn't doing more to track sexual assault allegations against healthcare professionals.
Imagine the person who is supposed to be taking care of you during your most helpless and vulnerable moments, assaulting you instead.
He was touching me in places where he shouldn't have been touching me. I woke up 3 hours later to him on top of me.
It's still difficult for Brianna Hammer to describe the sexual assault she says happened at the hands of a nurse while she was a patient at Cape Coral Hospital 2 years ago.
And he told me that it's okay, no, there's no cameras.
Brianna filed a police report claiming the nurse sexually assaulted her, but her case back in 2015 stalled. Authorities cited a lack of evidence. 2 years later, the state is investigating the same nurse, who's now accused of raping a 43-year-old woman at the same hospital. This more recent case deepening Brianna's sense of betrayal.
The fact that it happened again, they shouldn't have that safe place sign in front of their hospital.
I spoke with an attorney who specializes in these type of cases. His firm hears from people who claim that their bodies and trust have been violated in the very places they were expecting to heal.
I get probably calls on these cases at least once a week, probably more.
And he says by the time lawyers like him get involved, an attacker may have already had multiple victims without getting caught.
I've never met victim number one.
After several calls and emails to the Florida Department of Health, or DOH, they responded saying they only process but don't track complaints against healthcare providers like the nurse in the Cape Coral case. Pointing me to the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Hi, this is Stephanie Tinoco with Fox 4.
I called that agency asking for the number of complaints filed against doctors and nurses at these 6 hospitals in Lee County. It took more than 40 days to get a response. When they finally did respond, they said they could only confirm the incident at Cape Coral Hospital and had no other data. So I turned back to the attorney representing hospital patients who have been violated.
Who's keeping these hospitals accountable?
Well, frankly, nobody.
And since many victims don't report the assault or decline to press charges, there's no public record that could warn future patients who to look out for after they're admitted. Herman says at the very least, the state should keep a public database of the accusations.
Some people would say, oh, it's not fair, it's just an accusation. But here's the practical problem. Most of these cases do not get criminally prosecuted.
For Brianna, the healing process is slow, especially knowing there seems to be no system in place for the state to let you know how many and which healthcare providers have been accused of violating the very people who trusted them when they were vulnerable.
I just don't want to see it happen again.
Stephanie Tinoco, Fox 4, in your corner.
Echeverria remains under investigation tonight. Even though he's not facing any criminal charges right now, there is from the state level an emergency restriction on his nursing license, meaning he can still legally work with female patients only as long as another licensed employee is in the room with him.